Hello and welcome back to KNF Design. If you're new here, my name is Katie and I try to bring a wide variety of different craft projects to you. If you ever have a craft project you would like me to show you how to make or just want to see me try to make it, let me know down below and I'll try my best to bring that to you. If you like today's craft project, make sure to hit those thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to me and it helps bring my crafting videos to more crafters like you. Don't forget to also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you don't miss out on any of our crafting fun. So with that, let's get crafting. Today we're going to be working with Sculpey air-dried clay. You don't need to bake it, it just lets the air dry it out. You could use the polymer clay that does require the oven. For this, if you want, air-dried clay tends to be a little bit more on the cheaper side than the polymer clay, but we do have a bigger chance of cracks with the air-dried clay. But if we get some, we can just mix a little bit of water with clay and kind of fill in those cracks. Then, what are we doing today? We are going to make little dishes out of leaves. I thought that would be really cute for projects. So I have a bigger leaf and a smaller leaf. And you can tell it's already curving because I was testing my bowls. So I think for my smaller leaf, I think that'll give it a nice curve to it, but I have a bigger bowl to fit my bigger leaf in. It won't curve, it'll be more plate-like than this one, but that way there'll be some nice variations in them. This one, if I did this, it'd be pretty flat, so I decided to go smaller for the smaller leaf. And these are just for my backyard, nothing fancy. You probably could use fake leaves if they have like the textures to them, because I'm going to try to get some of those vines and stuff in my design. And then I need this is a knife blade to cut out our leaves. Now these leaves have a lot of different ridges and bumps. If you want to get all that detail, you can. I might just do a nice rounded edge to make it nice and easy for myself. You can include the stem or not. I think I'm not going to include the stem. So when I cut it, I just will cut around the stem area. But if you wanted, you could follow the stem as long as you wanted. Paint sticks, that way when I'm rolling out my clay it's a little bit even, because that kind of helps your rolling pin to go the same area. Without the rolling pin sometimes we get thinner in one area than the other, so that just kind of helps. We have a rolling pin that we use for cooking, but it's kind of an odd shaped one, so I found this. It's a handle, but you know what, it works. I did wrap it with just some, so it doesn't get into the wood, the clay. We'll see how that does, because I didn't wrap it very well, so I have some creases. And actually my husband, I said I needed 2 of his paint stir sticks, and he decided to even tape them for me, so that was very nice of him, but that'll also help clay not to stick to them. So that's all that we need. I did end up taking off the plastic just to get it nice and smooth at the end. Look at your leaf. If there's one side that seems like the veins pop up much more than the other, then go ahead and put that side down and just kind of press it in. You don't have to press too hard because the clay does tend to take those shapes pretty well. And then you just take your Exacto knife and cut around the edges. cleaning up any of the sharp edges with my fingers. And I ended up pressing it just a little bit more to get some of those grooves to show more. I kind of like that there's like a little tear in it here, so I'm not going to fix that. But any little things that you might want to fix, now's the time to do it. And try not to touch it too much with fingerprints so they don't get into it. I'm bad at that. And then when you're happy, just lay it into your bowl, and that's how it'll dry, so it'll take that shape. And it kind of looks like a heart, which is cute. Might make this one like a burgundy then, because it's a heart shape. Now I'm just going to do the same thing, but for a smaller leaf. So now we're just going to let those two dry overnight, and then we can take them out and paint them. These are just craft cups and things. As you can tell, it's pretty dirty already. So I didn't lay anything down, but you could do some type of plastic covering. So if you need to, and it probably would have been better to have a little bit of water to help smooth out some of the edges. But they're leaves, so they're kind of supposed to be rough too, so could just add to the style. Right, we'll wait overnight and then we'll come back. Here's our pieces all dry. The edges could probably be a little bit smoother, which you could add a little water to smooth them out if you want, but I think they'll be okay. And you could smooth out some of those fingerprint spots the same way. I did notice that the backside here was still wet when I let them sit for just overnight. So I flipped them over like I did the big leaf here. I'm going to do the yellow and this black cherry for the bigger hood there. But yeah, I just flipped them over and let them dry a little bit more. I could use that polyurethane or a Mod Podge here. I think I'm going to do the glossy Mod Podge for the big hood, matte for the smaller, just so we can tell the difference there, and that'll be our sealers. So first let's paint those. We'll let the paint fully dry before we put those Mod Podge on them. You might paint the front and then let it dry, then paint the back, or let it rest like this. Those little edges would still kind of come in contact with the surface, and that paint will come off if we do it while it's still wet. Sometimes I'm impatient, so I'll probably still do that and just have to patch that little areas where the edges touch. But yeah, and so it's kind of interesting to see here's what our leaves looked like and in comparison to our molds here. All right, so I'm going to go paint those.
So now that our paint is fully dry, it just feels like it's missing a little something. So I was thinking maybe adding a different color to kind of help make it more colored like leaves really are. So I was thinking to maybe give a little pizzazz with some metallic gold. So the gold was just a little too bright, so I tried to cover it up with a black cherry color here, and I just did one layer, and it's still showing a little bit of that gold through, which I thought was kind of pretty that it's now that more muted gold, not as bright. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for both of these. Here is a finished piece. This is the glossy, and I love that you can still see all the veins in the leaf. Disregard that little scratch there. I need to fix that. But yeah, I even like that little bit of gold. It makes it look a little more textured and different colorations to the leaf. In the yellow, it almost makes it look a little bit green colored, but that's okay. That's still more natural. You'll see some green in leaves. But the matte is a little less shiny than the red gloss one, but it still has a little shine to it. Disregard these little black spots too. That was the paintbrush coming off, and I didn't feel like taking them out. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with how they turned out. And let's put a ring in each one, so they could be a cute little ring dish. You could put other stuff in them as well. But I think they are fun how the one's a plate and one's a little bit of a bowl. There's that little nick in it, this one, which makes it look more realistic. So I really like that I left that in there. But yeah, that's how they turned out, and I think they're a fun little addition to set out for the fall. I hope you had fun, and they even stack nicely. Well, I hope you enjoyed crafting with me. Until next time, bye for now. Happy crafting.